Sometimes racists just out themselves. They don't even dog whistle. Black women are the least married demographic in the U.S.
These people have been speaking in spells for the last 400 years, specifically against the black man and black woman, the black family. These people work through spells. When you see statistics talking about black women need to be scared about this, black women's fertility rates are low, black women have the highest susceptible the diseases for this, black women need to be terrified when they go to the hospital because this happens with their babies, they're speaking in spells. It's not true. There's no truth about it. In fact, it's the opposite. What they do, the Caucasian elites do with the Catholic Church, with Lucifer, with the priest of Mahan, and many other wicked demonic forces that they work for, they cast spells on other nations that they want to see down and destitute. So when it comes to specifically the black men and women, they've casted so many spells on you over the last 400 years. So like I said before, when this guy brought up these stats on black women, those aren't true. What they're going to do is they're speaking them onto the black woman. They're speaking them onto the black community. They're pushing that energy onto the black community because they want it to be true. When they bring up statistics about black fatherhood, when they say out of all the races of people on the planet that the black man is the only one that has the inherent need to steal stuff, when they say that they put out statistics and they put out news stories and they put out articles talking about how the black man seems to be the only race of man across the entire planet that does not want to take care of a kid, that has a child, and the first thing he thinks is abandon it. That's not true. That's speaking a spell over the black man because they're wanting it to be true. They're working witchcraft on you. They're speaking that into existence. That's why Fox News will have no issue reporting false statistics, crime statistics on black people. That's why liberal news stations have no issue speaking negative statistics over black people because they know that it's a spell. That's why they push these spells so hard in the media. That's why when black people go onto TV, that's when black people go on any form of social media, they're going to run into a video that's speaking something negative about them, that's saying saying this about the black community that's negative, saying this about the black community. And when you ask, as a black person, when you look at these things, I've always thought, where the hell do they get these numbers from? One, why are you policing our community? Why does a white man have all these statistics on the black community specifically? It seems like they're almost excited to report anything negative with our community. They're excited to report the local crime statistics that they have for the black community. They're excited to report about low birth rates, or low graduation rates. They're excited about it. It's not true. They're speaking curses over you when they say, even though in the black community, you can ask any black person that's met any white person that's had any type of relationship with a white person, you go into their households, it's fucking shit, bro. There's millions and millions and millions of examples of broken Caucasian households. In fact, the average Caucasian household has been dismantled. They've gone under the same treatment as the black man has. The black man has been going through it for 3 more decades. And once they perfected the formula of ripping apart families, they're just trying it on the white people. Now they don't care if the white people are becoming susceptible to their wicked tactics, and the spells are starting to reverse and switch on to the Caucasians, just like what would say would happen. So when you see these statistics saying that black people are 13% of the population, but this percentage of the crime, it's not true. They're speaking a curse over the black community because they want it to be true. They want it to keep on coming true. They want when they get rap music, when they get rappers to come out here like this NLE Choppa, like all these other rappers that talk about the first thing they want to do at the sign of trouble, at the sign of somebody disagreeing with them, is take their Glock and blow their brothers or sisters' head off because of it. They want to do nothing but sell drugs and live like Pablo Escobar, do nothing but care about money, and get bitches. They're doing that because they're casting spells. They're using the black man who's very magical, who's very spiritual. They're taking his inherent good magic that comes out of him through the vocal prowesses that the Most High gave him, and they're using it to revert the spell like they did with the ley lines, these motherfuckers did with the ley lines. They're doing that, and they're working the black man's magic against him. They're now saying your voice is the best voice on the planet. Your music is the most catchy, most popular music on the planet. We're going to reverse that now. Instead of you sitting around and rapping about how you want to empower your community and how you're kings and how you're rapping about knowledgeable and wisdom and stuff like that, we're going to have you we're going to work with the Jews. We're going to get our Jewish buddies. We're going to get our buddies in the prison industry. And now we're going to revert the spell. We're going to work our witchcraft. And now we're putting out spells on you constantly on multiple channels, on the radio, on YouTube, everywhere you go. It's just going to be nothing but music pushed towards the black community about killing themselves and killing each other. That's a curse. Their statistics are a curse. Their crime statistics are a curse on you. Their news is basically a curse. It's literally a microphone. It's literally a loudspeaker that speaks curses over the nation, specifically the black nation, for over decades on decades on decades. And they have many different forms of this, whether it's through music, whether it's through entertainment like the music or movie industry in Hollywood. Nothing but spells that have been casted on the black man. So when this racist put up those statistics, they're not true. He's doing his job saying, I'm putting this out into the universe so a black woman will come across and read this comment, and that curse, that negative energy that I bundled up into that comment will come through the screen, because that can happen. That does happen. And it will seep into her if she has low vibrational energy. If she's not in her right mind, the curse that I'm speaking over that black woman by telling her that she's the least married, telling her that she's the least desired, telling her that she has the least successful marriages, I'm putting that curse onto the black community. And they know how to do this. They know how to do it. That's why they always have multiple channels, whether they're conservative or liberal, doing nothing but spouting negative things about black people all day. They have curses being spoken against the black nation 24/7, 365. So, now that we got that down, let's go think of some very popular curses, or the most damaging curses that have been put onto the black man is, one, the out of Africa theory. The out of Africa theory is the most wicked, most deep, most expensive spell, lie that Lucifer, that the Caucasian, and the Psalms 83 Confederation, go look that up. They all, because there's multiple nations. It's not just a white man that's sitting behind a fucking wall and typing in codes to cause you to have nothing but distress in your life for a long time. There's many other nations that have invested for a long time on the destruction of the Negro race in America. They have perpetually tried to make you a slave race forever so that the Middle Eastern man can come over here and come into your communities and suck off your wealth. The Chinese person can come over here and treat you like trash while sucking off your wealth and being able to send his kids to Yale and Harvard, buy all the food that you've bought in his Chinese store or his convenience stores or his drug stores. The Middle Eastern man can come over here and he sets up a gas station right in the middle of a hood. There's many nations that are in on it. They all cast spells on you. They're all working through spells on you. A lot of people be casting spells on themselves. A lot of black people cast spells on themselves. But the out of Africa theory is the biggest spell that has been cast on you. I would say the civil rights movement was by far the second biggest spell that was casting on you, because it took you out financially. It collapsed you financially. Instead of you building your own stores or keep on fighting and protesting to have your own communities and have your own cities and have your own stores, the white man said, we can't afford to keep on chasing you around the United States of America and killing you off and justify blowing up your towns and sinking your towns under lakes and sending white mobs in the military in to destroy your towns under the single notion of a black man didn't do something right to a white woman, so therefore the whole town that you guys have set up here needs to be burned down and you guys need to be moved and pushed somewhere else. The civil rights movement was them saying, don't build your own towns anymore. Come into our stores. You don't need your own version of a Walmart. You don't need a super electronic store or super grocery store where you can make billions and billions of dollars and you guys can funnel the wealth with your guys throughout your own communities. Come to our stores. We'll stop being racist to you just a little, and guess what? We'll even let you guys work there. Just stop building your own stores, stop building your own schools, stop building your own churches, stop building your own everything, and come use ours. Funnel your money into our community. That was a spell they casted on you, worked through Martin Luther King. There's spells casted on you everywhere. So again, when you see these statistics, rebuke them. Say, I send it back to sender. I rebuke that and I send it back to sender. Try that. Just try it. Try it. Say it to yourself. Next time one of these racist white people come up with these backward ass crazy statistics speaking a curse over you, rebuke it and send it back to sender.